The WWE Universe was left reeling after the shocking betrayal of Seth Rollins by Paul Heyman's Vision faction. But just when fans thought the chaos couldn't get any bigger, the one man who walked away from it all finally spoke. Dean Ambrose, now known to the world as Jon Moxley, has broken his silence, delivering a message that crossed company lines and sent shockwaves through both WWE and AEW. Calm, yet dripping with intensity, Ambrose confronted Heyman directly, declaring that the Shield was never his to break, and promising a war like no one has ever seen. With emotions running high and the stakes higher than ever, the wrestling world is holding its breath, waiting to see what unfolds next. A shadow watches. The return of Ambrose. While WWE fans grappled with the fallout, someone from outside the system observed quietly, Dean Ambrose, now Jon Moxley. His presence wasn't on WWE programming, but his awareness of the betrayal set the stage for an unprecedented development. Known for his unpredictable style and raw intensity, Moxley had previously walked away from WWE, seeking freedom and control over his career. Yet, the Vision's betrayal hit a nerve. Watching from the shadows of AEW, he recognized the manipulation and deceit, understanding Heyman's psychological games better than anyone. Moxley's perspective from outside WWE provided a unique, unfiltered lens through which to interpret the chaos. Fans quickly realized that this wasn't just a former wrestler reacting, it was a man who had once been part of WWE's inner circle, now prepared to confront the schemer who orchestrated so much damage. His silence had lasted long enough. The world awaited his voice. The video that broke the silence. In a raw, dimly lit setting, Moxley uploaded a video across social media platforms, immediately sending shockwaves through both WWE and AEW. The atmosphere of the video was intentionally stark. No music, no flashy production, just Moxley, intense and focused. His eyes burned with the familiar fire that had made him unpredictable and magnetic during his WWE tenure. The grainy, unpolished footage lent authenticity to his message, signaling that this wasn't a scripted promo, but a personal, passionate response. The wrestling world recognized that this was a direct challenge to Heyman, a confrontation from someone unafraid of corporate boundaries. By using social media as a platform, Moxley ensured that his message transcended WWE programming, reaching millions instantly, and sparking speculation about the implications for both companies. Confronting Paul Heyman, Moxley's message was pointed, direct, and unflinching. He addressed Heyman personally, detailing how he had watched the Vision faction manipulate and betray his former brothers. There was no pretense, no theatrics, just a calculated, furious declaration. By calling out Heyman's empire of fear, Moxley positioned himself as a moral counterweight, someone who had experienced similar manipulations firsthand and would not remain silent. His tone communicated danger, intelligence, and authority, reminding the audience why he had earned his reputation as the lunatic fringe. The intensity of his delivery created a sense of immediacy, forcing WWE, AEW, and fans worldwide to pay attention. It was clear that this confrontation wasn't about entertainment alone. It was a personal reckoning. Ambrose's direct challenge to Heyman elevated the stakes in a way that no other promo in recent history had managed. Declaring war beyond boundaries. The most explosive aspect of Moxley's message was his declaration of war that crossed company lines. By speaking from AEW to WWE, he blurred traditional boundaries in professional wrestling, creating a sense of unprecedented danger and opportunity. This was more than a message. It was a threat, a promise, and a challenge rolled into one. He explicitly stated that the Shield was never Heyman's to break, emphasizing loyalty, brotherhood, and honor above all else. By invoking the Shield, Moxley tapped into deep nostalgia and emotional resonance, reminding fans of the unbreakable bond between him, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. This declaration of war immediately raised questions. Was he speaking metaphorically, or did this hint at a literal cross-brand confrontation? Fans and insiders alike recognized that wrestling history might be on the verge of a seismic shift. The whole damn arsenal. Moxley's reference to bringing the whole damn arsenal added layers of intrigue and speculation. Fans quickly interpreted this as a possible signal that he wouldn't act alone, hinting at a potential Shield reunion. This phrase ignited debate about how Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins might respond, and whether Moxley's message foreshadowed coordinated action. By implying that the Shield's unity could return in some form, he reminded the wrestling world of the faction's legendary dominance and the unpredictability of their combined force. The statement also emphasized Moxley's strategic thinking. He wasn't just seeking revenge, but mobilizing a calculated response that could disrupt multiple narratives. The anticipation of seeing this arsenal in action elevated the drama to a new level, fueling excitement across social media and fan forums worldwide. The emotional core, loyalty, and brotherhood. At the heart of Moxley's message was a deep emotional resonance tied to loyalty and brotherhood. By referencing the Shield and his brothers, Moxley reminded fans that some bonds can't be broken by betrayal, manipulation, or corporate maneuvering. His words underscored a recurring theme in professional wrestling, that personal relationships often outweigh titles, power, or recognition. This human element made his video compelling beyond the in-ring action. It was a story of connection, justice, and vengeance that fans could relate to on a personal level. By combining fury with authenticity, Moxley created an emotional investment that transcended standard wrestling storylines, engaging fans in a narrative where the stakes were not only professional, but profoundly personal. The ripple effect on WWE and AEW, the video's immediate impact rippled through both WWE and AEW. Social media erupted with discussions, theories, and predictions about what Moxley's actions meant for both brands. WWE wrestlers and officials, from Roman Reigns to Seth Rollins, were now part of a storyline that incorporated a major AEW presence. Fans speculated about how the companies might respond, whether this could spark an on-screen crossover, and how Heyman would counteract the threat. The video injected tension, excitement, and unpredictability into the wrestling landscape. Both promotions suddenly faced new layers of narrative complexity, with cross-brand storytelling opening doors that had been previously unimaginable. Moxley's message wasn't just a promo, it was a catalyst, creating suspense and speculation that dominated wrestling conversations everywhere. Setting the stage for the future. With Ambrose/Moxley entering the conflict, the stage is set for an unpredictable and thrilling path forward. Heyman must respond, Seth and Roman may be drawn back into the fray, and the AEW/WWE dynamic has fundamentally changed. The tension promises weeks, even months, of high-stakes storytelling that will keep fans on edge. Moxley's entry adds unpredictability, depth, and a moral dimension to the ongoing saga. Every subsequent segment, match, or promo will now carry the weight of this cross-promotional drama, ensuring that the WWE and AEW universes remain intertwined in an unprecedented way. A revolution in real time. Jon Moxley's statement isn't merely a wrestling promo, it's a revolution. By challenging Paul Heyman and the Vision faction from outside WWE, Moxley has rewritten the rules of engagement. He has blurred boundaries, elevated personal stakes, and reminded the industry that loyalty and brotherhood remain paramount. His actions ensure that fans, wrestlers, and executives We'll all be watching the fallout closely. What started as a shocking betrayal has become a catalyst for potential history-making events, where AEW and WWE storylines collide in ways previously unimaginable. This isn't just storytelling. It's a real-time shift, a declaration that some battles cannot be confined to a single promotion.